How about the whole idea of the group visit? Some guys said they really, really liked it. Did you get a lot out of it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you just have fun. It was one of it was the only visit I went to that wasn't really, where you have to remember a play or, try to remember an install or something like that. So it was dope, and especially be with guys that I kind of knew throughout the process and before that. So it was fun.
What's up, everybody? The clip you just watched was from JP Finley, and another reporter asked Jayden Daniels what he thought about the visit with the Commanders, where we had multiple quarterbacks come in at one time, and he said it was the only place that I didn't have to remember plays, and I got to just have fun. Now, to me, I'm here to express some concerns I have about the draft, and I'm looking forward to it. I believe in Adam Peters, but I have some questions, right? He said everywhere else he went, they asked him X's and O's and questions and stuff like that. Well, we're the ones who has the chance to draft these guys, and we're not asking them anything about like playing the quarterback role. No X's and O's, nothing like that. All this was just to see what type of person they are. And don't get me wrong, that's extremely valuable. It's also, I can see the value in having all of those guys around each other and seeing how they kind of interact. And I understand how like socially, like stuff like that can be very important. But also, it's really important to know if they know what they're talking about when you're talking about plays, man. So, to me, I'm a little concerned. Let me know if you're concerned or if you're not concerned at all. I understand there's tons of tape. Jayden Daniels played 5 years. There's a lot of stuff to see on film. But did you talk to the guy? Did you get to see if, like, I saw Jay Gruden, who we'll talk about here in a little bit, talking about how Jayden Daniels is always looking back at his coach to see, what should I do here? And he said that Drake May doesn't do that. Not the biggest Drake May fan. We'll talk about what happens tomorrow. But these are my concerns that, like Jay Gruden said, if you watch the tape, you'll see Jayden Daniels always looking back to his coach. Hey, what should I do? Should I stay in this? Should I check out of this? What should I do? And we're not sitting here asking them X's and O's, at least a little bit. It seemed like he just said, oh, we had fun. We just went and chilled. I'm a little concerned. That's a little concerning to me. Unless Adam Peters is just a freaking wizard and he's not going to miss no matter what, we'll see. But when I see this interview here, I'm a little concerned. Now, switching over to the Jay Gruden interview, Jay Gruden and Colt McCoy have like a small little video where they talk about all the prospects here in the draft, the quarterbacks.
A tall, skinny kid, but he can really run, and he's learned how to throw it. I don't know how good his arm is. He's pretty accurate with the deep ball. It kind of floats out there. Doesn't have a lot of pop on it, that you'd like to see. Yeah. But he's very accurate. Throws a good catchable ball. He's had some pretty good wideouts. He's ripping.
And Jay Gruden, in this video, which I can link down below too, he said, I'm not sure how strong Jayden Daniels' arm is. And I will also post here on the screen somewhere in my Discord months ago when I first started looking at quarterbacks, and I just all I did was watch the highlights. I want to see the best that they have. And I'm watching Jayden Daniels, and right when I get done watching them, I go to my Discord, the Redskins Review Discord, and type in there and say, he has some good stuff, but I'm worried about his deep ball. He doesn't have any zip on his deep ball. It hangs in the air. And I say that, you can see months ago I said that, and then you can see Jay Gruden. His assessment was, I don't know how big his arm is. He kind of, the ball floats a little bit. And like I said, that could be problems in the NFL. That could be interceptions that he's not throwing in college, but he's going to throw in the NFL. All I'm doing here is just expressing my concerns before we make the pick. I think we're picking Jayden Daniels tomorrow or today. It's past midnight. And I'm fine with the pick. I'm cool with it. It's whatever. We all know I'd rather have Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is going to be the most NFL ready quarterback. I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of all these guys. Everyone thinks, so much of all these guys, and nobody's talking about Bo Nix. Okay, well, we'll wait and see. But if we pick Jayden Daniels, if we pick any of these guys, I'm going to be okay with it. I don't know how happy I'm going to be with it, because the more that I've looked into these guys, I don't see anything special about Drake May. I just don't. There's not. He's got size. He can run a little bit, and when he runs, it looks a little bit like Josh Allen. That's supposed to wow me? He's throwing, like, some of his throws are just the most basic shit. I'm not wowed by him. That's why I would rather have Jayden Daniels because I think he has more big play ability. I think he can at least run better. But you know, yet again, that's another concern. So I have concerns about the draft. I'm excited. It's been a few months here of nothing to do, nothing to talk about. At least for me, every little move we make, I'm not so interested in every single little move we make. But the draft, it's here. What we're gonna do at 2, you know, it seems like we're gonna pick Jayden Daniels, and I'm gonna be fine with it. And I'll talk about this more tomorrow, but we just need to come together as a group and support whoever we pick. Now, moving on, well, I already brought up the Jay Gruden stuff, so I guess the video's over. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here rambling on and getting looped in circles here. But yeah, so basically all I'm trying to say is just taking the eye test, going back to the Jay Gruden thing, which I was about to go back to again, going back to the Jay Gruden thing, my eye test right away when I watched the highlights, the best that Jayden Daniels had, and that's what I did to look at these quarterbacks. I watched all their highlights. I started with the highlights. That's not all I watched, but I started with the highlights just to see who I liked. And I wrote in my Discord, Jayden Daniels floats the ball. If he throws the ball deep, it's a floater. It doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, and that could be problems. So no matter what, I'm going to be nervous about whoever we pick. I don't think Jayden Daniels has, I don't know, man. Unless they see some shit that I don't see, he looks really average to me. And we just had a North Carolina quarterback. We just had one. So it's like, whatever the best of their system they could bring out, we had just had that guy, and we moved on from him. So yet again, that also doesn't make sense to me. It would also not make sense to have Sam Howell here too. So I'm glad not glad that we got rid of him. You know, it sucks, but still, it would have been weird to have 2 North Carolina. But that's what I'm saying. It would be weird to go from one to the next too. So I don't know. I'm up in the air. The more that I look into these guys, the more I'm not that impressed. But who knows? Maybe Jayden Daniels is going to be the next Lamar Jackson. Maybe he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes. Who freaking knows? We don't know yet. So this is just what I'm going to say before it happens. We'll see what happens. And that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you worried? Who do you think we're going to pick? I think we're all agreeing it's going to be Jayden Daniels. But do you have concerns? Because I have some concerns, and that's why I made this video. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.